Hi there, and good evening. Welcome to Size Eyes on the Skies on November 17th, 2010. This will be our last show before Thanksgiving break, but we'll return on the 29th after classes resume. I'm Nuzback, and I'll be your host this evening. Got a great show for you, just like always. Got our own Shawn Johnson bringing you the weather news, also Liz Cease, national weather, and Rachael Witter letting us know what's happening in Iowa. Thanks for tuning in. This is Size Eyes on the Skies.
It's Wednesday night on ISU TV. Broadcasting live from Ames, Iowa, this is Size Eyes on the Skies. ISU TV's longest-running television show brings you the weather around the country, in Iowa, Ames, and beyond. The Iowa State Meteorology Department's team of forecasters keeps you ahead of the next weather system. Size Eyes on the Skies starts now.
Hi there, and welcome back. I'm now joined by our very own Shawn Johnson. How you doing?
Pretty good. How about you?
I'm doing great. So the tropics are dying down. Winter's knocking at our door. What can we expect with the weather making news?
Pretty much, right now, it's pretty cold outside right now here in central Iowa. Parts of Iowa are still underneath some snow.
Right, northwestern Iowa.
Yeah, northwestern Iowa still got a lot of snow on the ground because of last week that system that rolled through.
Yep.
Did dump about 14 inches of snow in the Emmitsburg area.
That's a lot.
They're still kind of digging out from all that snow. And we'll have a lot more we'll be taking a look at, across the nation, and even talking about how, travel home forecast for a lot of students that are going to be going home this week.
Sure. We've also got some big storms happening right now on either edge of the country, up to the northwest around Washington and over to the northeast in New England.
Exactly.
You expect some snow with those, I imagine?
Probably the ones, I would probably be surprised with the ones up there. Wouldn't be that much surprised up the ones up in, out in the western and up in northwestern around
Right,
England.
it's getting pretty cold around there.
Yeah, it's pretty cold up there, so perfect conditions to get some snowfall on the ground and get things going for the people who like white Christmases.
Oh, I hope we have one. It's kind of hard to get in the Christmas spirit without the snow.
Exactly.
Although if it'd stay away till after traveling around for Thanksgiving break, that'd be nice.
Yeah. So now I know a lot of students going to be going home for the Thanksgiving break. I'm going back to my parents' house about a half hour away. But what do you got planned for your Thanksgiving
After
holiday?
I return back to Ankeny, I'm headed out with my family down to Florida. So hopefully I'll miss that cold snap around here.
You're going to head on down and get some nice warm weather. So.
I hope so.
All right.
So we got some other events happening. Right at 7 o'clock, the men's basketball game is going to be starting. So we're going to send it over to Rachael and tell us what we can expect the weather if you're headed over to the game and for the next couple of days.
Looks like we've got a chilly night ahead of us. I think we'll probably go the lowest temperature we've seen this year so far, this school year at least. We'll take a look at our day planner here. By midnight, 26 degrees. It's going to bottom out around 21 degrees overnight. So very chilly night ahead of us, and it looks like we're not going to get very mild tomorrow. 27 by 8 a.m. Winds out of the northwest, 5 to 10 miles per hour, and only getting up to around 39, 40 degrees for your Thursday. So starting to feel definitely a lot like November.
Right.
And I guess this is weird for us since we saw 70s not too long ago, and now we're seeing barely 40 degrees. But we'll have the rest of your Iowa forecast, your national forecast, and the weather news later.
All right. Thank you. But for right now, we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to leave with you with the day plan or the almanac. But stay tuned for national and Iowa news. And welcome back. We're going to send it straight over to the wall with weather news and Shawn Johnson.
And welcome back to Size Eyes here on the Sky. I am, of course, Shawn Johnson here, and taking a look at your weather news headlines here for your Wednesday. All right, let's get right to it here. And we have a rainy northwest, so we're going to talk about that. Cold Thanksgiving, that's right. When you're going to be going home for your Thanksgiving break, it is going to be a little cold out there, so bundle up, make sure you're nice and toasty. And an easy Thanksgiving travel Shouldn't expect that much delays because we haven't had that much snow yet, so we're going to have to see how it all wraps up. All right, let's take a look at your travel forecast here out in Seattle. We have a low of 37 and 42 degrees. Look like some rain here if you're heading out to California. And if you're going out for your, let's say Las Vegas for your Thanksgiving travel, it's going to be looking at 66 degrees and a low of 53. Coming back here to the Midwest, Minneapolis, 20 degrees and hot with a high of 32. We're going to have some partly sunny skies here. Down here in New Orleans, if you're going home to the Big Easy for your Thanksgiving holiday, 73 and a low of 58 with sunny skies. And taking a look out here on the East Coast, Manhattan, if you're going back home out to Manhattan, New York, expect sunny skies, 54 and a low of 39. All right. All right, let's take a look at our extended forecast for Seattle, Washington. All right, expecting Thursday, rainy skies, 46 degrees for tomorrow. Friday, start of your travel holiday, 45 degrees if you're heading home there. 43 on Saturday with rainy conditions. And Sunday and Monday, let's look at some snow out here. 39, 35 with the overnight lows extending into the upper 30s to the lower 30s. All right, and our last forecast here, Holton, Maine. If you're going to up Maine for your travel for your Thanksgiving holiday, taking a look here. Thursday for tomorrow, 42 degrees, rainy skies. If you're heading out on Friday to go home, expect 32 degrees in Holton, Maine with sunny skies. And Saturday, we're looking at some snow up there with a high of 35. Sunday, high of 34. And Monday, sunny skies and 35 degrees and the overnight lows reaching down into the 20s. Now let's send things back to the desk for more Size Eyes.
All right. Thanks, Shawn. Actually, we're going to go and take a quick look at our trivia question. Excluding tornadoes and hurricanes, what was the fastest wind speed ever recorded on Earth close to the surface in miles per hour? A, 121, B, 99, C, 231, or D, 318 miles per hour. While you think about that, we're going to toss it back over to the wall with Liz Cease.
Thanks, Curtis. We're going to take a look at your national forecast now. So definitely some really interesting Thanksgiving. Usually by now we have to worry about some potential snowstorms, but we don't have too much going on for the moment. There's a low up in the northeast that's giving them a lot of rain, and that's going to turn into snow as Shawn showed you in the extended forecast. So as they start to get cooler temperatures, that rain will change into snow. But for right now, you can see 49 up in Caribou, so definitely it's a little warmer than you might expect for this time of year. 56 in Boston, 53 in New York. So definitely some really nice temperatures out east if that's where you happen to be going in the next couple days. For around here, we're sitting about mostly cloudy. We may see a few peaks of sun. Other than that, not too much. The mountains are seeing some snow, which is definitely, that's pretty typical for them for this time of year, but they're seeing snow. You can see temperatures are getting pretty chilly now. 34 in Minneapolis, 24 up in Bismarck, North Dakota. So we can definitely see that cool Arctic air starting to make its way into the Midwest. 39 down in Kansas City. So we're still seeing some fairly warm temperatures, but those are going to start to cool down. There's a low down in the south that's dumping a lot of rain, and that might even start to turn into snow for parts of Texas and Oklahoma, because they're under a freeze warning, so they have that to worry about for tonight. But for the most part, some warmer temperatures, 62 down in New Orleans, 48 up in Nashville, so you can really see where that cooler air is starting to dip down into the United States. 57 over in Dallas, so there's still a few warmer temperatures, but for the most part, pretty cold. Now here's where the weather gets interesting. There's a low sitting just off the coast up into Canada, and that's giving Seattle and the rest of Washington a lot of rain and snow. So they have that to worry about over the next couple days. For now, it looks like they're getting mostly snow. 43 up in Seattle, 51 in Boise. So definitely, there's still some of those warmer temperatures. 66 in Las Vegas, 63 down in Los Angeles. But if we head up to Billings, Montana, they're only sitting at about 28 degrees. So you can really see that cooler air is going to come in. We're going to start to see a lot more snow. Radar's looking pretty boring for the moment. We got this low down here, and that's dumping a lot of rain. There haven't been any severe thunderstorms out of this system yet. There might be a few over the next couple days, but I know